Welcome to this video. We have this quiz 2. Question 1 says factorize completely, and it's a quadratic expression which we need to factorize. Now, quadratic expressions can be factorized by finding the sum and the product and the factors. All right. So how do you get the factors and how do you get the product or the sum? So the sum is a number on the middle here attached to x or whatever variable you're dealing with. So our sum is -5. The product is always the number in front here, you multiply by the constant there. So in our case, the number in front is 1, so we multiply by 6, which is giving us what? 6. Then what are the factors? Well, factors are only two numbers. How many? Two numbers, because it's a quadratic, meaning two numbers. That when you add, you get -5. Remember, sum means adding. And that when you multiply, you get 6. Now, how do you get these numbers? Here's the thing. Those numbers are taken or are gotten from the product. Ask yourself, what numbers can I multiply to give me 6? 1, 6, okay, it will give you 6 when you multiply this. 2 multiplied by 3 will give you 6. What else? What about something to do with negatives? Well, we know that these are the numbers that can give you 6. But even when I add negative, for example, if I say negative there and negative there, it is still going to give me 6. But take note that these two numbers here, when I add them, am I getting -5? That should be the question. Yes, I am. So you get them. So this becomes your factors. So how do you transform the factors into fitting into the given expression? Here's what you do. Break down the sum. When you break down the sum, you need to break down your sum in terms of these factors. So meaning you keep your x squared, you just get these same factors and add x. So you say minus 2x minus 3x, then plus 6. You can see that negative 2x minus 3x, just the same thing as -5. Then you group them. So you can group these first two and those there. So here is what you do. So you group this. Then you say plus. Then this -3 goes inside. Plus 6. You group them like that. After you group them, then factor out what is common in each bracket. So here x is common. I take it out. Now, I need to have a minus here because there's a minus here. So what do? I'm also going to take out the negative. So if I take out negative from here, it becomes there. 3 is common. I take it out. If I divide -3 into -3x, I remain with x. Negative into positive, -3. So 3 into 6 to give me 2. You can see that I'm having something common here, which is what we needed. And the final answer now becomes you get what is outside, you group them. Or you can just call it another form of factorization because x minus 2 is common. So you take x minus 2 out. Because I'm factorizing x minus 2, it goes there. And my final answer, make sure that you report your answer in the right way. Okay? Like that. 2 marks for you. Very easy, very straightforward. All right, solve the equation. Step 1, the mistake that you can make here is starting to expand. Just know that you are doing the wrong things because it will take you back to a situation where you need to go back to this nature. So if you are given like this, just group them the way they are. Just say this is equal to 0. Then you say or 2x minus 4 equal to 0. Then you say x is equal to 3 or 2x is equal to 4, where you divide by 2 throughout. Okay. And you get your x equal to 2, meaning your x here is 3 or x is 2. That's all. That's all. Evaluating. Where you pay particular attention is the number below. This is the cube root, meaning we are looking for the cube root of 8 and the cube root of what? 27. Once we find that cube root, then you square. The other way you can do this is ask yourself a number that you can raise to the power 3 to give you 8 and the number that you can raise to the power 3 to give you 27, which I know that the number I can raise to the power 3 to give me 8 is actually 2. So the cube root of 8 is 2 and the cube root of 27 is 3. But remember that there's a square outside which you don't have to forget. The square outside tells you to say everything must be squared, meaning 2 squared, meaning you have this. And 2 squared is just 4. And 3 squared is just 9. You come here, you report your answer. So this is simple and straightforward, just like that, and you are good to go.